Hey everyone, and welcome to a special edition of Facebook Friday on
Saturday.
So you may not have heard there's this tiny little convention going on over in Anaheim.
Anaheim
Is that where it
Convention
is?
Center. Yep.
Okay, yeah. There's something else out there, but I forget. It's called D23. It's the Disney Fan Expo, and they just dropped a whole bunch of stuff. I guess they've been dropping it all weekend, really, but they just dumped a whole bunch of parks news. So I'm sure a lot of you have seen it because we shared some stuff, and many of you are also Disney followers. But we're going to go ahead and talk about some of it and what we're excited about.
Yep.
And
so just
what's
checking
awesome.
sound here real quick.
Yep. Do we have sound?
We have sound.
We have
sound
sound.
is awesome. If you can, if you're on, I just shared it to my personal page too, but if you're on my page watching, come over to the Magic Shears Travel Family page and chat with us there. And we'll let you know what's going on, get everybody's thoughts about it. Melissa and Becky are here already. Good job. Thanks, guys.
Hey, guys.
And, we talked about it last night doing this, and then, the day kind of got away from me, and all of a sudden we just got back from dinner. We're watching the Parks and Resorts panel, which of course is the most exciting one because that's the one we all care about the most, And
it's the one you care about the most, but
right.
Star Wars.
So we were just trying to listen to all of the recaps and write everything down and make sure we don't miss anything and talk to everybody. So anyway, I'm glad you guys all got the message and thank you for tuning in with us. So
okay.
Ben's gonna keep an eye on the chat.
Yes,
Hi,
ma'am.
Danny.
Hi, Danny.
And we're gonna talk about all of the awesome stuff that just went down.
Yep.
Oh my God.
And there will be more information available than what we have. We kind of got it secondhand, so check the Disney Parks blog, all that stuff for more specific details. But really, we just want to kind of, fanboy and girl out respectively about what's coming because there's some awesome stuff in the works. I am really, really excited. I mean, just absolutely thrilled by some of the stuff that I'm seeing.
So we've broken it down. It's on the dry erase board behind us.
There's
but
a little bit of glare.
I don't think you can see it on the camera, but we're going to refer to it so we don't miss anything. And we just broke it down by parks and resorts, and so we don't get confused and we know what's going where. So
what should we tackle first, Holly?
I think let's start with the Magic Kingdom because honestly that was one of the more lackluster. So we'll build up.
They just weren't doing a lot, but they did just get a few years ago.
Right.
They got the new Fantasyland expansion.
Right. So Magic Kingdom isn't getting a ton. But one of the big rumors that was out was the Tron Light Cycle coaster coming to Tomorrowland, and that was confirmed for Magic Kingdom.
It was.
Some of the scuttlebutt around the rumor mill.
There was a question of whether it was going to replace Tomorrowland Speedway or if it was going to be, shoved in somewhere
else.
And
it looks like it's going in a new space besides Space Mountain, which I assume means that the walkway from Tomorrowland to Fantasyland that goes back behind the Barnstormer and the adjoining smoking area are probably on the kill list because there was no mention of Tomorrowland Speedway from everything that we caught and gathered and the Disney Parks blog article that came later. There was no mention of Tomorrowland Speedway leaving. So, and they actually said the words in a new space. So, possibly even, I don't know if that's going to have to reroute the train tracks depending on how far back it goes. So we could see some adjustments to what the train's doing back there.
Yeah, there are videos online of the Tron Light Cycle ride. Is it at Shanghai, Hong Kong?
It's at Shanghai currently.
Shanghai, okay.
Yeah, it just opened up a new Shanghai park.
If you want a sneak preview of what might be coming to Magic Kingdom, check it out.
It looks pretty awesome. The ride vehicles look pretty similar to the Flight of Passage vehicles on Pandora. They're kind of bike-like, and you sit on them.
Tron Light Cycle.
Right. But you kind of sit on them leaning forward. I'm kind of curious about the restraint systems because they've had some trouble with them at Flight of Passage with passengers of size, and not even always people who are legitimately of size just have something about their dimensions that's not Disney standard.
You are not a standard issue human being.
Yes. Some people have been having issues with getting those restraints to work, so we'll see if the Tron Light Cycle has the same kinds of restraints or if it addresses that issue at all.
Indeed.
And it might be a different kind of motion. So they might not have the same issues. They might not need to restrain you quite as forcefully as they do at Animal Kingdom. So.
Yep. And then we also, there's a new theater coming to the Magic Kingdom.
This was totally out of the blue, shocked everybody. I haven't heard this on any rumor mill anywhere, and I follow most of them. So
yeah, I know. Like, it sounds like it might actually replace Tony's Town Square.
I think it's going to replace Tony's and the Town Square Theater. So it looks like it's going to fit in that entire block.
Order your spaghetti now before
it
gets. I know. I know.
Well, they didn't have it last time anyway, though. Do we have some chatter?
Danny is saying that she's heard that women more well endowed are complaining.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Which I don't know where the restraint, like how exactly you sit on the seat. So I'd be curious to see that. We might get to explore that in October. We might be
able to sneak into Pandora for you guys. Not sneak in. We'll buy a ticket. I promise.
We're not going to climb the fence.
Yeah.
We're out on the woo.
So now you said this is going to be like a Broadway style theater. Or?
Yeah. What they said the concept for the theater is the kind of based off of the Hyperion Theater at Disneyland, which is currently showing the Frozen live show.
Okay.
Okay. Full disclosure here. I'm so over Frozen times a million. Like I can't even tell you.
We were over Frozen before it was cool.
We were over Frozen
because Tangled is the superior movie.
And nothing. I mean, I love the music. I was hooked on the music for a while, but the movie itself, like the second time I watched it, I was like, okay, that's enough. I'm done. But honestly, just because it's not, I didn't like the cohesiveness of the plot line. It was bad and. Whatever.
There's all kinds of problems.
But other people love it, and that's awesome. Yeah. So, but what was my point? Oh, we went to the Frozen show at Hyperion.
The Frozen show is good, Becky. That's amazing. The point. Yeah, the Frozen show is really good.
Yeah, we
don't like Frozen the movie.
Right. We weren't gonna go. We were just like, oh, it's Frozen, whatever, who cares? But we ran into some friends, and they were like, oh, you gotta go. We just went to see it, and it's fantastic, and blah blah blah. So we went to see it, and I was like, man, this show is awesome. Like I like the show, like. 500 times more than the movie. Yeah, and they actually made different musical choices, like different emphasis on different parts of the song, so it really made it more interesting. And they condensed it to like 40 minutes, which is great.
Hopefully we'll get a different show at this new theater, but, you know...
maybe even, like, they'll change shows like they've done here, because Aladdin ran for a long time at Hyperion before Frozen started, and Aladdin was phenomenal.
Yeah, Danny wants Aladdin back.
Yeah, so
Aladdin
was just...
It really was. It was amazing.
Yeah.
So I think that's about all we heard from Magic Kingdom.
But I mean, Tron's like a big deal.
Tron's a big deal.
Kind of, that's actually going to give Tomorrowland a nice edge. I like it.
I wonder if that's if there's any truth to the rumors about Tron 3, and that's why maybe they're putting the ride in, or maybe the Shanghai ride is so awesome that they're like,
loving the Shanghai ride. Like they seem really excited about it.
Yeah. So
actually, we have a friend, Dee, is going to Shanghai. She's going visiting every Disney park this year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
you should deputize her and have her live stream.
She joins in every now and then, but she's actually on her way there now. So
safe travels, Dee.
Yeah, so I'm really anxious to see what she thinks of it, because I think that'll be her first ride.
Oh wow, yeah, awesome.
So moving over to, should we go to Epcot next?
Yeah, let's go to Epcot next. I like Epcot. I like about half of Epcot. No,
Epcot.
Epcot, yeah. Every person comes out tired.
Mission Space
is getting a restaurant. I don't know about you, but when I think of Disney dining experience, I think of watching people puke as they get off Mission Space. Like, that's
absolutely. That's totally. I don't understand.
I guess they could cheap out and it'll all be astronaut food. So.
Oh my god, that would be amazing. And they could bring back not just the ice cream, but they could bring back the strawberries and the french fries and the pizza. I remember those from when I was a kid, and they were amazing.
So, I mean, call us Disney. We have ideas.
Yeah. And if you're looking for a Christmas present for me, you can actually order astronaut food online and ship it to my house.
Then everyone will have your home address.
Oh, yeah. Okay, ship it to the office.
Yeah. Let's see here. So we have discussed how much we dislike Ellen's Energy Adventure on this. I think so, because it's a terrible ride. It's a good 45-minute nap, but it's just awful and dated and all that stuff. I know someone out there is going to be irate and throwing their keyboard across the room. But anyway, it is being replaced with the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, which I am super excited about. So
really, no details.
No details. Yeah, it'll be Guardians of the Galaxy, which is fine. I mean, I'm okay with that.
You know what I'm really excited about?
What?
It's a Guardians of the Galaxy ride that I can't think of a way that they're going to fit a decent thrill ride into that space that's going to be roller coastery or drop you.
So it'll be a ride you can go on.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. So, I mean, maybe they'll figure out some way that maybe they'll have a shoulder harness in there.
I mean, look, when we go back out to Disneyland eventually, I'll summon up all my courage and I'll go on the Guardians.
And you can tell me all about it. I'll walk through the queue with you.
Yeah, the Tower of Groot, but
Tower
Tower of Groot. So yeah, that's really exciting. We're glad they're putting hopefully something that'll be good in that that space.
Let's put it this way: it won't be Ellen's Energy Adventure. And honestly, if it's something I can't ride, I don't even really care because I don't ride Ellen's Energy Adventure now. So yeah, who cares?
They keep the dinosaurs and just have the Guardians fight on the back to dinosaurs.
Actually, honestly, the dinosaurs are the coolest thing about that ride. Like the audio animatronic. Like, we got to.
Hi, Sean.
We did the Undiscovered Future World Tour one time, and we get to stand beside the pterodactyl. Like, they had like an extra one hanging out in the hallway, and we have pictures like standing beside it, like, you know, looking all scared.
All right, next up, China's getting a new film.
New movie.
There you go.
Cool.
I haven't seen the China movie in a long time, so
we've actually never watched the.
Oh, we haven't?
No. Isn't that terrible?
Which one? Oh, France. I haven't seen France in a long time. I know.
Oh, God,
I know. I've heard about it.
The China movie, they're going to a seamless circle vision.
Oh.
So I guess you won't be able to see the frames, the frame lines down the middle.
Oh.
So that sounds pretty neat. So I'm excited about that.
Maybe Martin Short can get in on that action.
Maybe. I think he's not.
Hi, Alan.
I don't believe he's Chinese.
He's not. But
I don't think they would like to do that. He is Canadian.
He is Canadian.
So he works
fair
out
enough.
really well in a Canadian movie.
And then Ratatouille ride,
which I'm very excited about this because this is one of those rumors that was announced like, gosh, probably 3 years ago, that Ratatouille ride from Disneyland Paris was coming to the Paris Pavilion at Epcot, and it's now official. So,
hi Sabrina.
Do we have a comment?
Danny says that she's going to go on the Tower of Terror and let us know how Groot is.
Yes.
Or the Tower of Guardians. Guardian Tower. I don't know.
What's it called? Guardians of the Galaxy.
Let's see. Mission Breakout. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Also, as a... Oh, wait, no. That's the other side. Right.
Not yet.
Anyway. Sorry. All right. So, Ratatouille ride. Yep.
Yep. Ratatouille ride, cool.
Yeah.
And Ratatouille ride and Guardians, New Guardians ride, are slated to open 2021. So they will be open for Disneyland's 50th anniversary. So,
yeah. Sabrina is very excited about Ratatouille.
That's
so,
Angie.
What is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She has a different Facebook name.
Okay.
Hi, Ange.
Okay. I don't know.
Cover blown. So, moving over to Hollywood Studios.
Yeah. So,
okay, I know that some of our regular watchers are really upset about this, and I'm really sorry, guys. My heart goes out to you. I'll be sending a sympathy card in the mail tomorrow. But the Great Movie Ride is going away. So, no, and honestly, like, we've ridden the Great Movie Ride. You know, we've done it 100 times, and it's one of those rides, like, when I was a kid.
It's a great way to get out of the rain.
It's a great way to get out of the rain. It's a great way to grab some AC, you know. It's one of those rides, like, I remember that ride as a kid, like, being legitimately terrified that our vehicle was being hijacked by either a gangster or a cowboy. Like, the first time we rode it, I was like, why is no one else scared? Like, what? Guys, we're clearly about to die. Like, why are you not worried about this? You know?
This is the Disney Therapy Podcast.
Yeah, I was a very panicky child.
I'm a very panicky adult.
Yeah. So, I mean, definitely there was an element of realism to it, and over the years that realism has faded, and love to the college program peeps, but honestly, the people who are running that ride now, oh my God, stop.
They are literally phoning it in.
They are. And they're, like, monotone. These are the people that didn't make the cut to be characters. Because they're just...
Ouch!
They're bad. They're just bad.
It's harsh.
Yeah.
I bet some people in Disney World felt that burn.
I know, they might have, all the way from here.
So, anyway, it's being replaced.
Right. So, nothing against the movie, although some of the movies in there, I mean, are they iconic anymore?
Yeah, they're mostly still iconic. They really are.
Okay, because some, like, a lot of them...
They're non-superhero movies that I've heard of. They're iconic. It's okay.
Okay. I'm thinking, like, The Wizard of Oz is the only one out of the lot that I actually enjoy, I think. I can't think of another one that's in there that I like.
Alan, I would love to talk about the movies on this podcast, but Holly has scolded me before about that. So I'm only allowed to talk about park attractions.
We are going to talk about movie releases, but we're after we're done with parks.
Okay, yeah. So you have to stay, Alan.
And I had notes about those, and I have no idea what I.
That's all right. I know many things.
It was kind of a disaster this afternoon.
Back to the board.
So to the board. Oh, anyway. Great Movie Ride is going to be replaced with the very first Mickey Mouse attraction. Yeah, you just heard that right. The very first Mickey Mouse attraction. What? It's 2017. Mickey Mouse was born 89 years ago, and he still doesn't have an attraction at his own park. So they're fixing it.
Yeah, it's Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
And yes, we sang Runaway Train as soon as we heard that news.
Hi, Jeff.
And, anyway, it's going to be in 2.5D, is what they're telling us. I know. What's 2.5D? I don't know. Apparently, it's 3D without 3D glasses.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I mean, to me, that sounds like 3D figures with projection mapping technology, which is what they're already doing on Frozen.
Sounds like a buzzword they're gonna use.
What, 2.5D?
Yeah, it's buzzwords they're gonna use.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like how PhilharMagic is in 4D. I mean, yeah, it kind of is. On the other hand, I mean, everything's in 4D, really. Anyway,
I'm a little disappointed that we're going down from 4D to 2.5D. I mean, I was kind of hoping they'd splash water on us, like with the Sorcerer's Apprentice scene.
Really, PhilharMagic is in 5D. Everything's in 4D because we are moving forward in time.
Oh.
Yeah. So, what else have we got? I know, right? Mind blown. Toy Story Land.
We have not an opening date, but we have an opening quarter. We're getting there.
We have an opening season.
Yeah. Summer 2018.
So that'll be
Christmas 2018 would be a safe time to go and probably see Toy Story Land.
If it does open in summer, it'll be September 21st.
Yes.
At like midnight.
Right.
So, hi Laura.
So, this is just kind of a running joke. If you haven't been to Disney in a while, or you haven't experienced trying to get there for when something's going to open, like, until there's a concrete date, don't believe it. Summer 2018 is a nice guideline. At least we know don't bother going January 1st to see Toy Story Land.
Don't believe it until you can walk into it.
Yeah. But Disney does routinely experience delays because they do really immersive themed lands and they do really awesome work. So there are times when they get held up by trying to be overly creative and they have to step back and punt. So...
Speaking of immersive lands, can I talk about Star Wars Land?
Okay, go ahead.
All right, Star Wars Land. So yeah, they actually announced some more details about Star Wars Land. They had the model out, which we talked about yesterday. No, Sabrina, this is our basement. So hi, Jessica. Anyway, so they were talking about some various things. Actually, I have notes on my phone here, but I can't look at your comments. So let's see what I can remember. There are going to be two big rides. It's the Millennium Falcon ride and the First Order ride. And apparently the Millennium Falcon ride is interactive and kind of you determine how the ride ends, I guess, depending on your participation. And apparently that will affect how the citizens of the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge treat you. Like, if you do better, they treat you better out in the Star Wars land. So,
cool.
And then the First Order ride is apparently a recruiting ride where you are recruited by the First Order. So, I assume they will take you to Stormtrooper Marksmanship Academy, and you will learn to miss. But other things, supposedly Captain Rex is going to be DJing somewhere in Galaxy's Edge.
We didn't hear anything about a cantina-themed restaurant, right?
We did hear that there's going to be blue milk served at one of the restaurants. So,
that is awesome news.
I think there is going to be a cantina-themed restaurant, which is probably where Captain Rex is going to be playing, and where you can get your blue milk.
Now, but when you say blue milk, it is the ice cream, right?
I don't know. I was listening to I wasn't 100% sure.
I know. I was listening to 17 different things.
It sounded like it was actual blue milk.
Okay. I mean, that would still be good.
Which might be a milkshake.
But we went to the Star Wars dinner for Star Wars weekends at Hollywood and Vine a couple years ago, and they had the blue milk ice cream like in soft serve. Oh my gosh, that was so fantastic.
Yeah.
So
hey, Danny, apparently this is both places. They are going to have, I guess, very similar experiences.
Yeah, it sounds like very
understanding.
similar lands.
Disneyland
and Disney World.
I don't know if there are any differences yet, obviously, because all this stuff just dropped and we weren't there, sadly. On the other hand, there were a lot of people there, so I'm glad. Let's see. So it sounds like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which I think is the name of a science fiction magazine, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure the Disney Army of Lawyers is on it. Yeah. So, but it sounds like it's going to be awesome. All the models and pictures and everything, it looks so immersive. I'm so excited. Yeah, so excited. So yeah.
Looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool.
It's coming.
Let's jump to resorts next
and
talk about the other Star Wars things.
So there's going to be a Star Wars themed resort.
It's real.
It's real.
I can't believe it.
It is going to be an immersive Star Wars experience. I don't know if you'll have to pay extra for it, but like from what we've heard, you are going to be like treated like you are a citizen of the Star Wars galaxy, and you're going to have like an interactive adventure over the course of your several day stay, and like the windows will look like you're looking out into space allegedly, and it sounds amazing.
In the rumor stage, it sounded like it was a 2-day experience. And you just basically like signed up to do like a 2-day Star Wars ride experience type of thing, but you were in a resort. So I don't know if that's like if it's gonna be more traditional resort, you can go and stay there for a week, or if it's like you take 2 days out of your stay, go over to the Star Wars resort and enjoy that.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously there's a lot of hope that like your performance in the Millennium Falcon ride might influence how everything happens in the hotel.
Right.
So as soon as this is available for booking, I will be quitting my job, and we will be booking, and I will be living there forever. Forever. I'm not friends with my boss on Facebook. No. His son, on the other hand, yes. But anyway.
It doesn't mean it.
But so that sounds really amazing.
Yeah.
And they can have all of my money, and if they put a DVC...
I'll even give them some of mine.
Yeah, if they put a DVC portion of this in, that is where we're buying our next points. Oh, so excited.
Holly.
So excited. Yes. I'm done. I'm just going to take a nap now. I've been overstimulated.
But remember, you love the Polynesian. Don't forget about your love of the Polynesian.
Listen. I only have one love in this world, and that's Star Wars. Everything else is number 2 or lesser. Anyway.
Sticking with the resort thing. The Riviera DVC Resort has been announced for fall of 2019. So that's just 2 years away. They better get hopping on that.
Yep. Jessica, I don't know if the Star Wars themed hotel is going to open in 2019 as well. Honestly, we'll be lucky if Star Wars Land opens in 2019 with
it's
full
slated
functionality.
for 2019.
Oh, is it? Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Which is funny because we're talking about starting an annual pass the end of 2018, and I was like, we better start at the very last day because Star Wars Land is going to open in December of 2019. Like, there's no way it's opening before that. It's just not going to happen. Not as slow as they build stuff. But you know what? I don't care. I want them to do it right. I don't care if it opens on time. I want it done correctly.
Look, they paid $4 billion for this thing.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've made it back already, but they're going to take care of it.
But they've also made some pretty serious capital investment in like gutting 2 park sections on both coasts. So
hi, Maddie.
Lot to do. And DVC Resort Riviera. Now at the Riviera DVC Resort, the gondola transportation system is going to be put into place. This resort is supposed to be located somewhere between Epcot and Hollywood Studios. Not sure that I can really visualize a space, but you can't see everything from everywhere, so who knows?
I don't know.
I'm kind of guessing that this is going to be located near Caribbean Beach, because they're doing a lot of construction on Caribbean Beach, and you're supposed to be able to, from the new resort, the new DVC resort, see Illuminations and Fantasmic.
Oh.
Or, you know what, they didn't specifically say Fantasmic. You might be able to see whatever projection show they're running for the day on the theater. So that sounds pretty awesome. Kind of akin to the tower that they're doing at Coronado, where you can see, you're actually supposed to be able to see every nighttime show from that tower. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and it's going to connect
with the gondolas.
Yeah.
Yeah. The gondolas are supposed to connect the Riviera, Caribbean Beach, Art of Animation, and Pop Century to Hollywood Studios and Epcot's World Showcase. International Gateway.
Yes.
Entrance.
Oh, sorry.
I just blanked on the name. They didn't say specifically whether the resorts themselves would be connected.
Wonder if they'll do gondola fireworks experiences where you can be in the gondolas while the fireworks are going off.
I don't know, because fireworks at one place don't go at the same time as another place, so then you're losing transportation after the fireworks. I don't know. I mean,
I'll be interested to see how they implement this.
It's going to be kind of wait and see.
Yeah, Melissa's wondering how long the ride will take.
Yeah. And how will they do it without stopping? Will they have like an offshoot spot that the gondolas will somehow come off the track to load and then get back in the sequence? It all remains to be seen.
I don't know. Jessica, do we have a time frame on the gondolas? Or?
No.
Okay. Yeah, nothing yet.
No idea. I know the permits are filed, and there have been reports of some activity groundbreaking, like near what might be a gondola site, but nothing confirmed that it's actually gondolas. And
Melissa raises a good point with the bad weather. I bet that she bets the gondolas will actually be down
quite a bit. Yep.
Honestly,
just like the boats are.
Honestly, you'll probably never get me in one of those things. You know how I feel about gondola rides.
I know. You take the bus, I'll take the gondola.
I'll take the bus. We'll race.
It'll be great.
I'll race back to my bedroom and take a nap.
And in the only piece of international parks news that we got, so international parks had to really be not feeling the love.
Hey, they just got a whole new park last year.
Well, in Shanghai, but in Paris, there's nothing.
Except that Disney now owns all of Disneyland Paris.
Right?
And there is some more Paris news in the resorts with the Hotel New York.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
This is the only piece of
Okay.
Yeah. So Hotel New York at Disneyland Paris, which is the second hotel if you're ranking them by grandeur. The first one is the Disneyland Resort, which is actually part of the park entrance to Disneyland Paris. So that's like kind of cool. You get to actually stay like in the park basically, and then walk right in the morning. Yeah. Anyway, the Hotel New York's across the street. So you have to walk like 1/100 of a mile. It's pretty rough. But anyway, they're adding an art of marble to the hotel. So really, in relation to the other news, I was like, really, is this news? Throw up some pictures. I don't know. I mean, what else are they going to do?
Yeah. I mean, it is interesting because like when 9/11 happened, you have like all of the Marvel characters. They actually exist in New York City. So
right.
Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, and all that stuff. That directly impacted them. Whereas all of the DC cities, Metropolis and Gotham, are fictional. Right. So, like,
and there was one. Wasn't there a scene with Spider-Man doing a web between the two towers, and they actually delayed production on the movie because of?
No, it was a like part of the trailer. I want to say where he caught someone in a web between two towers, and they had to get rid of that. So yeah. So that's I guess that's why this is coming there because Marvel characters are so closely associated with New York City.
Right. So it makes sense. Like I understand the tie-in, but it was
if you haven't seen Spider-Man: Homecoming, it's all about New York.
It was just a little bit. I felt like it was a little disappointing for the international parks that their news was we're getting artwork. It's like, oh, that's sad for you guys. Sorry, we get all this stuff.
No.
Anyway, moving across the coast to Disneyland and California Adventure. Some pretty exciting stuff coming up out there, and I know I've talked to a lot of you guys who are East Coasters who are like, Disneyland is somewhere I really want to go. Like, they're gonna give you some reasons to go. I'm pretty psyched about. The first two pieces of news are parade changes. Currently, and we don't have a whole lot of detail on how this is going to flesh out yet, but the Pixar Play Parade is currently at Disney's California Adventure, with Mickey's Sensational Parade at Disneyland Park. And those are the afternoon parades. Pixar Play is moving to Disneyland Park, which I'm assuming, I didn't hear it announced, but I'm assuming means the demise of Mickey's Sensational.
Yeah, that's actually a really neat parade.
I love Sensational. I'll be really upset to see that parade go.
Yeah.
Unless they're doing something with Pixar Play where it can become a nighttime parade. And then Sensational can stay.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what they do with it. But maybe Danny has more... Because we didn't see Pixar Play. I'm pretty sure... The last time we saw a Pixar parade, it was an afternoon parade.
Yeah.
But Danny, do you know maybe if Pixar Play is daytime or nighttime for sure?
I'll let you know when she responds.
Cool. Paint the Night is moving to Disney's California Adventure. I think actually talked about this last night, about the speculation about Paint the Night moving across the street because... I love you. That there was speculation about Paint the Night moving across the street, but they have to take down the trolley wires, and some of the turns are kind of tight, and we weren't really sure that it was feasible, but apparently it is, because, they announced it publicly in front of 7,000 people, so
they better deliver.
They better follow through. So anyway, Paint the Night is coming back, which I'm really excited about because honestly, like, as nighttime parades go, it's the best as parades go.
Joanne agrees with you. She loves Paint the Night.
Favorite parade, yeah. So
more Pixar news.
Yeah.
So, if you've never been to Disneyland, there's a section of Disney California Adventure called Paradise Pier. It's
lovely.
It's great. It's like a boardwalk amusement park type thing.
Yep.
Really nice. But Disney's decided it's not nice enough. it is going to be rethemed.
We're going to fix it.
As Pixar Pier. So apparently they're going to bring a lot of the Pixar characters and stories into the area formerly known as Paradise Pier. And I guess they're going to be retheming everything. Do we take a drink when we say retheming? Okay.
Cohesive!
Yeah. So, and until that, they are doing the, what's it called now? The Pixar Fest. Yeah, it sounds like the Pixar Fest is going to be a way to transition into the Pixar Pier area. So,
speculation on what stays and what goes.
Oh, I have no idea.
Toy Story stays, obviously.
Yeah, Toy Story stays. Yeah, that's
plus, it's Toy Story. They're not moving it.
Yeah.
It's not leaving anytime soon. It's amazing. Nothing else over there is Pixar.
Yeah, I mean, they're just going to...
Not a thing.
California Scream is going to be probably rethemed as something or other. Maybe Monsters Screamathon or something like that.
That would be how they're going to get rid of the Monsters, Inc. ride.
Oh,
and
maybe,
still keep Monsters in the park. Because I think the Monsters, Inc. ride is toast. I think it's gone.
Yeah. It was a cute ride.
Yeah, it was. But on the next... we'll talk about that on one of our other points here. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Silly Symphony Swings, I mean, Silly Symphonies isn't anywhere close to Pixar. I feel like they're not long for this world, and that really kind of makes me sad because I love them.
I know.
So,
Goofy Sky School, not Pixar themed.
No, Mickey's Fun Wheel, not Pixar themed. So there's a lot of
they might be able
to classic Fab 5 stuff over there.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll be interested to see what they do.
I feel like the Golden Zephyrs are toast.
Yeah.
Jumpin' Jellyfish is gone.
I don't ride a lot of those rides.
Yeah,
so
I love Jumpin' Jellyfish. I think it's so adorable.
Yeah, it's your version of Tower of Terror.
It is. It's mini Tower of Terror. But
Tower of Slate Discomfort.
Yeah.
But
the Golden Zephyrs are just straight up boring. I gotta say.
I won't go on them.
There's nothing like. They go in a circle, but they're the vehicle is so structurally sound. Like there's not even any variance side to side.
Oh, maybe I should go on them before they leave.
You can't even tell that you're moving. You're just like, oh, am I in a car? Like it's kind of they're gone.
Maybe it'll be car swings.
And I wonder. I can't imagine they're not getting rid of Ariel's Under the Sea Adventure. That's not going to happen. I can't.
I don't know.
And I mean, I don't know if that's technically Paradise Pier.
They could retheme it as a Finding Nemo ride. We've seen that seashell pattern before.
They could.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Do you want to see people lose their collective minds?
Yeah, it will be bad.
Yeah, I mean, you have to assume Ariel's Grotto and King Triton's Carousel are probably going.
I don't know.
Wow. And I'm curious to see if they'll reskin things that are there, or will they just completely scrap attractions and start over?
I don't know.
It'll be interesting.
I would pay to see the videos. I was paid to see reaction videos of people watching their favorite rides being bulldozed at. It's like those videos where someone goes and buys the hot new game console, goes in front of all of the people still in line, and snatches. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
So we of course immediately started speculating about whether Paradise Pier Hotel is going to continue to be... Why would it still be Paradise Pier Hotel if it no longer looks over Paradise Pier? So, fingers crossed that they're going to do something with it that makes it more Disney. That brings some sort of quality.
We got the song from the Nemo ride stuck in Melissa's head. It's a small world after all. No.
Which song's on the Nemo ride?
I
get the one from the musical stuck in my head all the time. The Big Blue.
Big Blue World. I'm sorry, I did not mean to sing on camera. Anyway, back to the actual stuff that happens. Cars Land is getting an overhaul for Halloween. It's going to be the Halloween, where they're going to retheme Cars Land to be Halloweeny. Yeah. And apparently, some of the cars will be in costumes. I don't know.
Lightning's going to dress up like Mater.
That would be hilarious.
Anyway, that's coming.
Yep.
So we're going to try to make a fall trip to Disneyland at some point, I guess, because I'm curious. Curiosity, man. It'll kill you.
Oh, no, don't take me back to Disneyland. That'd be terrible.
Ow, stop, it hurts. Avengers Land.
Yeah. So with the success of Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, and many people noticed that there was a hatch with a very familiar looking A on it around the left.
Was it a lowercase a or a capital A?
It was a capital A. It was a capital A for Avengers, and apparently they're going to be expanding the superhero influence through the park. I don't know how far into the park, but they're going to be expanding it to include some of the Avengers, at least Spider-Man.
Some of the speculation we wanted to talk about is where is the land going? Because currently, when you walk in through Buena Vista Street, which has such classic, iconic, wonderful things like the Animation Academy and Turtle Talk with Crush.
And soon it will have classic, iconic things like Captain America and Spider-Man.
If they take another Animation Academy away from me, I'm gonna cry. Seriously, gonna cry. Anyway, I'm hoping that Buena Vista Street is going to be spared, but...
Holly's hoping they bulldoze a Bugs Land and retheme it as...
Sorry, Bugs Land people.
You know what? I'm going to say, I haven't always been the biggest fan of Bugs Land, but that might be the best themed land in Disney, anywhere.
Really, honestly, it is. It's really cute.
Yeah.
And I think it's adorable, and I think it's wonderful. But if I have to choose between Bugs Land and Animation Academy... Stomp some bugs. But unfortunately, given the amount of detail that Disney has in Bugs Land, I think that's the unlikely candidate. If you got rid of it, that
might be kicking over an anthill. Is that bad?
Yeah, it was really
bad. Real bad?
The only credence I think I can see to that rumor is that the way that they damage One Man's Dream with those other movie previews.
Here we go.
They do the same thing to the Bugs Land movie, to the Bugs Life movie at Bugs Land. That's the theater they use for the movie previews. So if you want to talk about attractions that are in danger, when they start preempting your attraction with previews for other movies, you're in danger. So that's the only credence I think to the Bugs Land rumor, or to the rumor that Bugs Land's going to become the Marvel area.
We'll have to wait and see. I mean, they did crisscross when Mission Breakout opened. They had the line crisscrossed all around Buena Vista Street. It was bad.
Yeah.
It was real bad.
Well, they ended up I think they took a lot of it backstage, honestly, because after the park actually officially opened, you could walk down Buena Vista Street and you couldn't see the line. And, I mean, people were waiting 7 hours to get on Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. So, you know that the line was there somewhere, but it really wasn't a huge presence in the park. And we could still get to the Hyperion Theater, which is literally right across the street from the Guardians ride. So, and that's the other thing. Like, Hyperion Theater is their big show space. Like, I can't imagine them trying to relocate that.
No, especially not with the newish Frozen show in there.
Right, or maybe Frozen doesn't stay and they bring in a Marvel show to that space.
I don't know. That might be a tough sell.
Yeah, I feel like that's ideal for the Princess
show.
See,
the thing that makes me think about Bugs Land is that it would be it's adjacent to Cars Land, so you'd have like the two really strongly themed lands right next to each other, and it would connect you to the main drag out to Pixar Pier.
That's true.
So.
Yeah, and I can see that. Like space-wise, that seems like it's the most logical. But then they have this weird kind of conglomeration at the end of Buena Vista Street. Like there's the Monsters Inc. ride is over to the left, and I think their Frozen. Whatever Frozen thing that they're doing,
the summer fun thing,
is over there somewhere. They have like a band performance stage that like high school and middle school bands come in and play on. And
Captain America and Spider-Man are late for their meet and greets. Disney.
Yeah,
Captain America
all in that area. So
look, I understand Peter Parker's just a working stiff, but Captain America has one job: it's to punch Hitler and be on time for his meet and greets.
2 jobs.
Well.
He's only doing 1, apparently. Yeah.
Well, no, Hitler's
gone. It was
now,
hot
so.
that day. Let me tell you, we were steamed.
It was
we were
sunny.
not on time.
It was sunny, and there was no shade.
Yeah, we were we waited 7 minutes till 7 minutes after when they were supposed to be there and split. We were just like, forget it. We're done.
Pro tip for Disneyland: all the wonderful things we talk about Disneyland, how it has trees and all that stuff, that only applies to Disneyland. Not California Adventure. All right, what else we got? Adventureland.
That's it for Disneyland DCA.
Okay, good.
Disney Cruise Line. You know how we've been talking about we're getting 2 new ships in 2021 and 2023?
Nope.
We're getting 3! 3 ships! 3 ships! 2021, 2022, 2023.
I know.
3 ships!
No names.
Yeah. Well, it's the Believe, the Wish, and I didn't know we were going to get 3 ships till an hour ago, so it took me 8 months to come up with the Wish, so we'll get back to you.
The Laugh, maybe?
The Laugh? I don't know.
No,
it's be laughable. I don't want to be a joke.
The Imagine?
The Imagine, maybe. Okay, so the believe, the wish, and the imagine. This is what we're thinking. They're not official. Don't go posting them.
Turns out, hi Howard. Turns out that Bruce played at Disneyland.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
sorry, Alan.
or California Adventure.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure Bruce wasn't in the band that we heard playing poorly.
Yeah.
So,
it was rough that day. Oh, jeez. They have to send videos.
Look,
I don't know.
If you want to have the characters be late for meet and greets, that's fine. If you want it to be really sunny and hot, that's fine. If you wanted to have terrible music playing in the background,
that would be great.
Pick 2 of the 3, please. So yeah. So we're getting.
So that's the end of our list.
And they're going to be the bigger ships, right? They're going up.
They're similar in size to the Dream and the Fantasy. They're going up just a smidge, but in keeping their ships a little bit on the smaller side, it also allows Disney to be able to navigate places that other ships can't. Jeff
has suggested the Star as a ship name.
Oh, the Star would be good.
That'd be good.
Yeah, that would be really good. Yeah.
So that's kind of what we got. What are you most excited about?
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so much to process. Well, I know you're most excited about the Star Wars stuff, the resort and the land.
Probably the resort. I'm excited about Star Wars Land, but the whole idea behind the Star Wars resort just sounds amazing.
I think
you have to choose.
I think a Toy Story Land is still my top. Like, I really love Toy Story.
Are you hoping for something to come along and dethrone Toy Story Midway Mania?
No.
But what if they do it?
No.
What if they come through and they put an attraction
Toy Story Mania is my heart and soul. Don't even.
She says in front of her husband.
Mess with my Toy Story Mania game. I'm gonna get that deer. I've been stuck on that stinking cat for like 5 years. Did you know that when you hit 200,000, you still don't get the deer?
So she's even looked up cheats for it. So
yeah.
But so that covers all the parks news. There was some other news that happened as well.
Film related.
I think they have a couple of movies coming out. Do they have a couple of movies coming out?
They have a couple of movies. Yeah.
So some of the big stuff that happened is there was a screening of the new Avengers Infinity War trailer. The footage hasn't been released yet. Not sure when that's going to happen, but it sounded like it was really, really awesome, and sounds like we're finally going to get to see Thanos in action, even though they've been teasing him for like a decade or so. And I'm excited about that. And apparently it's a Doctor Strange and Star-Lord team-up moment in the trailer that they showed, so I'm excited about that too, because I love both those movies. What you got?
My turn?
Well, we had...
Coco is probably the...
Starring Conan O'Brien?
No. Silly Bear. Benjamin Bratt, actually. Voice acting for Coco. It's probably the most original concept, and honestly, there was so much other news, I can't even tell you what the plot is of this movie, but it's coming out, I think it is a fall release this year, I believe. It's coming soon. It's not like a faraway one.
I haven't seen any trailers for it yet.
Yeah, it's not...
and I actually look at that.
I don't. When the movie comes out, I'll watch it. I don't need to watch it in bits and pieces up till that point. I can't keep all that in my head.
Yeah.
So that's the one I'm the most excited for. And then also this morning I heard announced there's going to be a Nutcracker movie.
Yeah.
It's like, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, Holly loves Nutcracker.
Yeah. So that was really exciting for me.
We've also had Incredibles 2 news dropping, where it sounds like allegedly it starts like 1 minute after the first one, and it's going to focus on Helen Parr or Elastigirl this time.
Yep.
So that sounds really cool.
We're also getting a Wreck-It Ralph 2.
Which is going to feature a lot of Disney princesses.
Yeah. Including Moana.
Oh, Melissa is telling me that the Coco trailer is out, and it looks really cool, so we'll have to check that out.
Good.
Thank you, Melissa.
And there was another one that's original. Okay, who else was watching the news? Help us out. Oh gosh, it was Coco, the Nutcracker, and one other one that was like actually.
Well, there's the new Mary Poppins coming
concept.
out.
Yeah, I had that down under remakes.
And there's the live action Dumbo, live action Lion King, live action Mulan. I don't remember. I didn't look at all the stuff on the thing.
Toy Story 4. I can't remember what the other one was. But it's like 2019. It was one of the later releases that was a kind of a new concept. So, And then, of course, the Star Wars movies are coming out.
They actually did a fairly lengthy behind-the-scenes video for Star Wars Last Jedi. You can find it at the Star Wars Facebook page, I'm sure, all over the internet and all that stuff. But it was really neat. It showed a lot of the training going on and the fights without the VFX on the lightsabers and stuff. Spoiler: there's Jedi in the Last Jedi, and some pictures of Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher behind the scenes. So that was very, very poignant, and it's nice that they have that in there, and then some bloopers and stuff like that. It was really neat. I enjoyed it immensely. Maybe spoilers in there, so watch at your own risk. But yeah, that's kind of the big news for me from all that. So
I was just scrolling back through the comments. I was actually trying to see, Melissa and I had talked about earlier about whether we could get somebody to be live who was commenting, but it doesn't seem that way. Okay. We're still trying for that.
Yeah.
But okay, sorry, just checking.
I mean, that's pretty much all I got for now.
Yeah. So how about you guys? I mean, anybody chime in real quick and tell us, what are you most excited about? What are you looking forward to? Anything that you're disappointed about that's probably going to be hitting the file 13. We'll just kind of hang out here for a minute.
Look the phone awkwardly while we're on the air.
Nobody? Crickets?
They've got us on in the background.
Yeah,
it's okay.
We'll give you a minute to type if you're still with us and still paying attention. So, I mean, overall... Oh my gosh, I forgot about the other thing we wanted to announce.
What other thing?
The mini vans.
Oh, yeah.
Disney's Uber service is apparently a real thing, and they really are pink polka dotted vans with a giant bow on top of them.
That's awesome!
Yeah.
So Melissa's excited about the Tron light cycles.
Nice.
I know. I told Holly I want to go watch Tron Legacy. I don't know if I own it, but I want to go rewatch it because I actually kind of like that movie.
Joanne. Oh, sorry, I turned the phone in.
Oh, God, what have you done?
Most excited about Toy Story Land? Yes. Yeah. I'm with you, Joanne.
Yeah. Still Star Wars Land for me, and
Jess just loves everything.
I think that's...
Yeah, that's pretty much the size of...
Heather's saying that the big Star Wars fan, but the resort looks... looks amazing. It really does. So, wait, what's Joanne saying? Followed by Star Wars Land Resort. Yeah.
There was some speculation as to whether the Pixar Pier was going to result in some Pixar-themed running events on the West Coast. So, for our Run Disney aficionados, might be something to think about. Specifically, mini Uber, yes. I'm excited about there being an Uber service. I don't know about the giant bow on top of the vans. That's it's a lot.
It is.
But what I'm really hoping with that Uber service is that I guess we can't really call it Uber because it's not. It's Disney's version of Uber. But what I'm really hoping for is that they have some sort of car seat options, because there are a lot of times when you get into a sticky situation, especially getting to character meals, where it's just like Disney doesn't provide you with the transportation you need reliably to get to that character meal on time. And it's gotta be very frustrating, especially as a parent. Like, you can't just call up Uber if you have a little person who needs to be in a car seat. Like, you need to be able to secure them properly. I don't care if you are on Disney property.
Jessica, so. I doubt that the minivans are going to take you to Universal, so...
Oh, yeah, no. But you can call regular Uber for that.
Yeah. Melissa says that they still haven't opened registration for the light side, so something's going to change. She thinks something's going to change with that one.
Wow.
Yeah. That would be nice if the minivan were, especially for early
right.
dining reservations.
And I think that's what they're kind of intending it for.
Yeah.
But that
or
and
resort
park
to,
hopping.
Yeah.
Or resort to resort.
Resort to resort. That's
right.
that's our big problem is, like, if we go down and for some odd reason we don't have park tickets and we're at, say, Jelly Rolls till 1 a.m.,
right.
there is no way back to our hotel except by Uber or
right.
taxi.
Or taxi.
Yeah, so...
And honestly, after our last taxi experience in California, I'm not anxious to get in a cab anytime soon, so...
Yeah, so...
I doubt either. Yes, yeah. I don't know. I don't even have a comment for that. No, Yeah, I mean, traditional Uber will work if trying to get a couple of people, especially if you're trying to get adults to Universal. It's not a problem because you can just, they can just hop in the car. The problem comes in when you have kids who are also accompanying you. Like, for us, like, we use Uber on Disney property all the time, and it's fantastic. But, I've talked to my clients when they go down, and I'm like, oh, you can just Uber. Oh, but I don't know about Florida car seat laws.
Yeah.
And safety. Like, let's be real. It's not just about the law. It's about, you want to keep your kids safe. Just because you're on vacation doesn't mean bad things can't happen. So,
Jessica, while I'm very excited about eventually going to Universal, Holly and I have both agreed that probably not going to be exactly our speed. We're not roller coaster people. I don't handle motion rides very well.
Yeah, and it's mostly roller coasters and 4D screen rides.
Yep.
And
I'm going
Ben doesn't do well on those either.
I'm going for the Simpsons Land and for Nintendo Land eventually.
Yeah, so we'll probably just wait till Nintendo Land opens.
That's a good
for
idea.
us. Yeah. So,
I think that's
anyway,
about
that's
what we got.
Yeah, we're kind of out of things to talk about for the night.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and contributing to the conversation.
And,
it really appreciate it.
So, remember, you can catch us every Friday night at 8 o'clock. This Saturday morning, you can join us for the Run Disney event at Counselor Park at 8 a.m. Directions to the park are on our website. And it is costumes optional, so, where most of the agents do at least a little something dressing up, so we encourage you to do it too. And come out and join us. We'd love to see you. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.
Good night.